Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a wonderful day today. This game today we are playing Payday 2, as you can see right there. And we are playing... Oh, it is Watch Dogs. Okay, that's cool. Um, this is not my first attempt at this, trying to make this commentary for this video. And I forgot what heist we were doing. Um, but anyways, this game is all heist. So you banks, jewelry stores, uh, some actually it's heist, and then it's kind of you get some drug dealing things in there, and I don't really count those as heist. Um, but those are pretty cool too. I'm trying to stop saying and it's hard because it's just a thing I've always said or say. So there's masks in the game, obviously, because you're doing heist. You can pick up different masks in the game. Uh, you get 4 different characters, and each of those characters have their own mask or whatever to start off with. So my guy starts off with this really cool mask. It's it's a clown face, I guess. And then another mask is just American flag mask there that you saw briefly in the truck there, right there. The guy on the right of me on the truck, uh, that's just American flag face. I think he's like a clown and then a little bit of American flag paint or something on it. Then there's this guy that looks maybe cannibalism or something. I don't know. His face is all bloody. You know, you got like blood dripping off his face, and it's not really dripping off. It's just, looks like he's been eating something. And then final, I'm not sure what the next mask is. On the other character, it looks kind of maybe like his brain on drugs or something. I'm not entirely sure, but you can always unlock new masks. Okay, so you kind of unlock. So what the system is you unlock things and then you have to buy them. Okay, um, and with the mask you get the mask itself. Then you have to put a texture on it and a paint, and then so it's kind of you buy the mask, and then if you want to customize it, you put a paint on it, a texture, and then you paint the texture with 2 different paints. So that's how the masks kind of work out. The leveling up system in this, um, it varies. Some DLCs you get a lot of XP, and then other DLCs after the downloads or whatever, you get almost none. And they kind of balanced it out. I think it's a little bit better now. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, each level has their own difficulties, obviously, like with any game, and some of them have multiple days. So this match or this heist that I'm doing, it has 2 days, and the difficulty is not there's none. Okay, it's very easy. Um, each of the stars just mean kind of like kind of how tough the cops are going to be. So star 1 would be like kind of heavy guys, but not so heavy. Then star 2 would be a little bit more difficult, obviously, and then so you won't get like big tough guys right away. There's kind of your rent-a-cops, and then there's rent-a-cops with or police officers with body armor, and then I believe there's a SWAT team after that, and then after the SWAT team there's a SWAT team that has a little bit more body armor, and then I think it goes with 1 or 2 more SWAT teams with more body armor, and then there's like a bulldozer guy that's kind of like kind of like the guy off of Call of Duty, the guy in the bomb suit. That's really all it is. But so there's those stages, and oh, and then there's also guys with shields. So those are the cops that you will be facing. Um, and that's the difficulty. So 3 stars is kind of what you see, or the stars is kind of what you see right off the bat. Um, so at the end of every heist, complete heist, there is 3 chances, or there is chances to get or unlock things. Um, the cards, or there's cards, and that's how you kind of unlock new things, which is kind of hard to unlock everything in the game. But I guess if you play it long enough, you could do it. Um, like always. So there's a chance that you can get something with a mask. So you can get 2 color paints, you can get a texture, or you can just get a solid color, like a base color or something. So there's that with the mask. Then there's guns. So you can get either like a grip, or some type of sight, or something like that, or even actually like a magazine or a stock, or you know you know stuff like that on guns. And then you can also get a little bit of money. That's a little kind of worthless because it's only like $1,000, and maybe two. So that's I think there's one more. So mask, money, and I think there's 3, and then money. I'm not sure. Um, so that's how you kind of unlock things in this game. You level up, so your character levels up, and that's pretty cool. I'm always a big fan of leveling up. I'm a sucker for anything that levels up in games. You can't paint your guns, I don't think, and I don't think there will ever be a painting gun type thing for certain headshots or whatever. But you do level up, and oh, each. Okay, so yeah, there's different classes. Okay, I like to play as Ghost, so that means I can get you inside the bank without getting cops normally on you. I can get through certain doors. I can run faster with bags, or certain bags. I can just run faster, period. Um, but so I'm kind of like the lightweight type guy. I'm in and I'm out. So really great by yourself because I can get through windows. I can um, I can get you through the bank and go through certain doors without a key card. So I get a jammer and stuff like that. But means if I take shots, I'm not going to be standing for very long because I'm going to want to wear very light body armor, or not even noticeable body armor, and so I can not get noticed as much when I'm in without guns. So when I say without guns, I mean when you first start out in a heist, you walk around and you don't have a mask on, so you can't interact with anything until you put your mask on, and then you put your mask on, you pull your gun out. It doesn't really show it in this, or not at all in this this heist, because you start in the back of a truck. Normally, if you start in a store, or in front of a store, you have to normally would want to, okay, how do I want to get in, and stuff like that. So that's kind of the Ghost. Lightweight, can't take much bullets and stuff like that. And so I think how you're supposed to play is if you had a group of 4, each person you play with is supposed to go down the class. So then second is you can play as kind of an engineer class, which I believe he's the one that Oh, engineer. I think he's the one that has explosives. I could be wrong. Probably am wrong, but I think he's the one that deals with explosives. You know, um, so like the ghost would get you in, and say if you didn't have picklocking skill or whatever, or maybe you didn't have a guy with picklocking. Excuse me there. Um, but if you didn't have a guy with picklocking skills, you can just blow up certain safes. You know, blow the door open, get your stuff, and get out. So that's kind of how that class kind of works. I think he also, you know, you get like a little small, you get like a suitcase, you throw it down, and then a little turret or whatever pops up. You also get a C4 that you can put on the walls with the lasers, and that helps a little bit. So that's that kind of class. I don't know, it's kind of a little worthless unless you had, you know, a partner with something or something else, you know. So I don't really like that class. It's really cool, but it's, you know, it's just not me. I like to be sneaky, and that's why I'm the ghost. And then there is a medic class. Uh, Mastermind, I think is he is. So pretty much when you go down, he can give you extra health while you go back up, or when you're back on your feet. He also carries a medic bag, or normally he would carry a medic bag, but you could buy a medic bag and a jammer, and so as any character, you can buy a jammer, you can buy um, medic bag and seat for any of the characters. Just they, you know, so like Ghost, you can get a jammer, and then you can put points into your jammer, upgrade it a little bit, and so that's how you would open doors. If you just buy the jammer, you can't open doors or anything, so it's really worthless. If you have another class and then you buy a jammer, it doesn't really do anything until you get up in your class a little bit and upgrade it. So there's that. The medic, like I was saying, it just kind of gives you extra health, you know, really useful. Um, Especially just starting out. But, you know, obviously when you have a group of four, you know, can heal the whole team. And really good on the harder ones, on the harder heists and stuff. So when you have a lot of heavies coming at you or something, uh, then so Ghost, Engineer, Mastermind, and then the last one is kind of the heavy. So you get yourself a heavy, you know. So you have a Ghost, a Mastermind, an Engineer, and I don't know what his name is, or obviously there's characters' names, and then there's, you know, the Masterminds or whatever. I don't know what it is called, but it's kind of your own heavy. He's more a tank character. I think he can as the Ghost. I think if you picked a one or two things out of his class, you would actually make a better Ghost than if you went with more Ghost things. Um, so you, so so that's pretty much the heavy. You know, I don't really know how to go more detailed than it's just heavy. You know, he gets more armor. He's more of a tank. He's, you know, that's that's pretty much it. Um, I think he does more damage in certain things and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it for all the characters. Now, um, so when you go to level up, you have a tree. Okay, you have like 3 lines, I believe, and then you can get the perk, and then you can ace it. So when you a basic thing normally does like um, uh, only does a little bit, and then when you ace it, you get the full thing, and then you get like more. So like there's this one perk that you can get it used to have more, but it's a cable tie one, so you could tie civilians' hands, you know, keep hostages, um, and so there's that one uh, that you get that, and you can I think it adds a total of, or it used to add like you start off with 2 and then it gives you 4 and then 6 or 8. I'm not sure exactly. I think it might, or it used to end up with 8, and that's how much you can get. So that's kind of how the basic and um, the ace. So you buy the perk and you get the basic thing, and then you put more points into it, and you ace it. Everything costs points and money. So I would really just focus on getting money and the cards at the end of the game. So you can't really, spam those all too much, just a level. So every time you beat a level, you get money and then whatever. So I would just really focus on getting money. Don't focus on leveling up because, excuse me, guys, that comes down the line. That comes with everything. Just focus on the money and the cards. At a certain time, you don't really need to. Um, you don't really need to um, level up or go through all that stuff. So like when I play, I'm either playing for missions, trying to just go through the missions so I can try to unlock cool stuff for my guns, or I am trying to I don't really care about leveling up, but money. Trying to get as much money as I can, but normally it's just the cards, at the end of the game or at the end of the thing. So I'm going to pause talking about the video there, and I want to invite you guys real quick to subscribe to my channel, and I will 100% appreciate that. Go down a little bit underneath the video and hit that little subscribe button. I think it's red. So hit that little red subscribe button, and then it should turn into subscribed, or it should say from subscribed or subscribe and to subscribed. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button right now. Scroll down under the video. That will be very nice and sweet and 100% appreciated if you guys hit that subscribe button. If you guys like Payday 2, want to see more of Payday 2, or you just interested in it and you haven't played it, you haven't heard of it or whatever, go ahead and like the video as well, and I will see what I can do on making more Payday 2 videos. I have an idea what I want to do. I just have to make way with all the other games I'm doing at the moment. I'm not trying to, just go through my shelves and just keep playing games, and you guys never get a real a real series out of anything. So I'm trying to actually stop on a game, series it, do something. But a lot of times when I do that, it doesn't really work out and stuff like that. So go ahead and like the video if you like it, comment on it, and the only thing I ask when you comment, keep it clean. Go ahead and hate, but don't curse, don't bad language or anything. Just keep it clean as much as possible, because I'm trying to lower my my cursing or whatever, trying to clean my language up a little bit, and it's all healthy, good around. So if you keep it clean, and it's kids won't see it and won't go mommy, what's this mean? So keep it clean. That's all I ask when you comment on my videos. So and also when you subscribe to my channel, you'll see how much I grow over a year. 2, 3, 4 years, and you can say, whoa, I watched this guy's, grow up quite a bit. He makes pretty good videos, whatever. I think I make decent videos. Just it's hard to get people to watch them and notice them when you're new. I think they're decent, but what do I know? So back to the video. This heist that I'm doing is 2 parts. This is the end of the part, I believe. So normally when they're 2 parts, it's you pick up the money or whatever, and then you have to transport it somewhere. This is just helping the drugs get to the boat. Not the boat that's behind me. There's actually going to be another boat that comes by, and sometimes he's at 7, sometimes he's at 8, and even at this dock behind me. So it depends on wherever the ship is. He's either here or there. So there's only 2 places he can be, on my right or my left, and I normally like him right behind me, but there's a ship there and you can't go there. So the second best place, I believe, is to my, in front of me now. I believe that's dock 7, and then that is 9 or 8, depends on what this dock is that I'm standing at here. I think I've covered just about everything I can about this video. I will be doing more. I think I'm going to try to do a multiplayer, from a different view with this game, possibly. Also with more invites that I want to send you guys is to play games with me. So send me a friend's request on Xbox Live. I will put my Xbox Live account in the description below. Not a link or anything, because I don't think you can really link all that stuff. It's just a name, so I'm going to put my Xbox Live name in the description below from now on, and so it should make it easier. It is State Campion, not Champ. A lot of people mistake it for champion. It's not. There's no H. No H. I forgot the H when I was making it, and a lot of people mistake it for that. So maybe I could try to help you guys out, try to find my name and all that stuff. If I can, I will probably try to put my Twitter name down below also, because I do Twitter. I don't really care much for Facebook, and I know, that's a lot of people right there. I know Facebook can be, difficult to find people, or I feel it is. Oh, and speaking of cops, because I talked a little bit about the cops in this, there is, and they upgraded it or updated it recently. There is like a Sam Fisher type guy now in this game, and when you meet him, you're doomed. You hear the dee 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 dee, and you're on the ground. There's nothing to do, and actually, I was playing a match by myself, and I was in there. No cops were coming. I had all the money. All I was waiting for is where the truck was going to be. And I was waiting. No cops, no nada. And all I had to do was go out the front door with the money. And obviously the cops would have came at that point. And as they did, because I was like, okay, I can do it with 2 stars, because I can normally get into this area with no star or no cops on me, so doesn't matter how much stars, there's not going to be much time for cops to come anyways. And little did I know, there was a Sam Fisher waiting for me across the street, and actually he was in the middle of the street, and boom, I go down, end game, because my computers don't come running for me. They get stuck or something or whatever, but that's pretty much how it went, and it was a bad day for me because I was doing so well, and especially when you're playing by yourself and it's a harder match. You know, it's like 2 or 3 stars. Sometimes even one can be difficult by yourself because your computers don't really do anything. Real quick, if you also wanted to get a achievement on this match or on this I keep saying match, it's not a match, it's on this heist. Just throw a drug in the water and you get achievement. But if you want to get max money, you're gonna have to go back and get that from the where you picked them from the truck. Um, so quick achievement, just you know, number one thing also, don't be greedy. Take what you can. Um, you know, that one match that I was talking about, or that one heist that I was talking about, I actually had to take 4 bags because some it requires a certain amount of bags, and then you get whatever, and then sometimes you can even get those 4 bags and pick up drugs or something. So like one match I played, or one heist that I played not too long ago, is all I had to do was take the 1 bag, and then there was other drugs in there, and I wasn't really greedy, but um, when the bags of money was only $3,000 or whatever, or maybe I read it wrong, it was just probably 35,000. I was like, nope, I want a little bit more money, and the bags of money was actually more than the money itself. So sometimes that happens. Um, just don't be too greedy. Don't keep going in. Like the bank sometimes allows you to take gold, or you can get gold in the bank, but it slows you down. At that time, don't be greedy. But anyways, guys, it's the end of the video, or it's getting to the end of the video. I will show you what I get at the end, and what I mean by all the cards and all that stuff. And so there's going to be 3 cards, and I pick the middle one normally, and I get a pretty sweet spoiler but mask, and I like it. But that's what I get paid. That's the end of the match, or whatever. But anyways, guys, I will see you guys next time with more Payday 2, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. So goodbye, and that's my mask right there. So I will see you guys